Wait, what's this? Oh, it's our last 2 tutorial missions. Now the game's going to tell me how to use different teams, which is pretty nifty considering I totally didn't do that in Stage 1. Of course. Yes, welcome back. This is the Zeonic Front Let's Play that I've been working on now for over a year somehow. I am so bad at updating these things. Oh well. Anyway. You can press either up or down to change teams, but it's, well, you can probably imagine it affects what order you go in when you change the teams. So, we'll give red team with the Zaku ones the easy job, and blue team the more difficult job. It's funny, I don't remember the Zaku ones having 120mm machine guns. Well, whatever. Their job's finished. So now blue team will go and finish off the mobile suits. From behind, of course. And that's that.
The outcome of a battle is not determined by the capabilities of the mobile suit itself. What matters is your ability to control the mobile suit and your range of tactics.
That sounds like exactly the kind of advice I'd expect from you, Commander Shaw. And now the final training mission. How to give go codes. Seriously. Team waits at operation point. Launch battle code for team movement to resume.
Code Alpha.
Easy enough. Now we move up to the next operation point ourselves. Alright. Now here's where being smart comes into play. Just like with the sonar test earlier, you need to wait until the opponent is turned around. But this time you need them to be walking towards you.
Code Bravo.
You can tell just by listening, honestly. By listening, watching your radar screen, anything else. The job will be finished and you will succeed.
Predict what the enemy is about to do next. That will always give you the upper hand.
Yeah, if this game was as predictable as it technically should be, that wouldn't be a problem, but it kind of isn't. Well, that's simple enough. Of course, we're not going to be actually doing much of that for this mission. Yeah, we're not really going to be messing around with route setup too much in this mission.
The force
we
in
have a
charge
little
of
bit
capturing
here.
California base successfully broke through the powerful enemy defense line with our unit's valuable assistance.
As in, it was our job to do all the work.
All that's left is to secure California base.
Okay, do I have to do anything?
A passage leading into the enemy base was discovered during our last battle.
Ooh.
In the next mission, our team will work independently and use
Again.
this passage to sneak into the enemy's underground facilities.
Cool. Wait, we know that they have underground facilities?
You all did a fabulous job. It's only a matter of time before we take over California base.
Yeah, I thought we kind of already had it, but okay.
I'd like to inform you of a hidden route found during our last battle. Our analysis indicates that it's a former underground water vein now being used as a passage.
Ooh. Isn't that just like the Earth forces to be too lazy to build their own cave?
We presume that at the end of the passage are caves, where you will find the underground facilities of California base.
That's a good guess, although we don't technically know that that's true.
Leave the fighting above ground to the main forces. What I want you to do is use the passage and head to the underground facilities.
Will do, Captain Purplehair.
It will lead you straight to a factory. It's important that you do everything you can to avoid destroying the facilities.
Honestly, I'm actually really jealous of that hair color. Wish I had it.
I understand how difficult this is, but I trust that your unit will succeed, even under such constraints.
Yeah, I don't think we're gonna have much of a problem with this.
Good news. We discovered Zaku's aboard the Medea we had captured earlier.
Huh, must be talking about the one from the first mission. Oops.
I ordered the crew to dispatch them to you, along with pilots. Consider it a parting gift. Good luck.
Well, good. Matt can actually have a decent mobile suit now. What do you mean he's not getting one?
Shock troops. We discovered a passage during our last battle. Further analysis indicate that it leads to the underground facilities of California base.
Oh, so we actually knew that. We weren't just guessing.
Judging from its condition, we're presuming that the facilities are built within an existing cave.
Yeah, I made the lazy joke earlier. Let's move on.
We've confirmed that there is no water at our entry point. We should have no difficulty entering the passage in our mobile suits.
Well,
Given the fact that this was a water vein, there's a very good chance that the facilities are an underground dock.
well, that's a pretty fucking random guess, isn't it?
In any case, who would have guessed there'd be a cave located here? Mother Earth is full of surprises.
Yeah, not to me. I'm kind of from here, but I totally get your problem.
Our objective is to enter the enemy facilities through the underground passage and capture all important facilities and any of the submarines.
Okay, how exactly do I do that?
We have the technology to build submarines, but unfortunately we lack the manufacturing plants to construct them in the space colonies.
That makes sense, actually.
Gaining control of their shipyard and any submarines is crucial if we are to successfully advance through our missions and secure our place on Earth.
Nifty. I like this idea.
We will coordinate our movement with the units above ground and sneak into the underground facilities. Our mission will be to eliminate all obstacles while securing the location and any underwater craft intact.
It's amazing how stealthy giant robots are.
Under no circumstances should damage be allowed to occur to the facilities or submarines.
Well, since I can't lock onto them, I don't think there'll be a problem
You
there.
may, however, destroy the power plant and command center. According to our information, it should be here. Destroying the power plant may temporarily disable most functions of the enemy base.
Fantastic.
Their defense troops rely on the command center. Destroying it will give us an opportunity to secure the dock.
In fact, if you destroy the command center, that's actually the
Also,
thing that
some
ends the
Zagos
mission.
and a pilot, Ensign Nicky Roberto, have been dispatched. They will join us for this operation.
Ah, Ensign Niki. Well, I will be looking very forward to meeting her. Destroy the enemy command center to take over the underground submarine dock. The default routes do not lead you all the way to the command center. Set your own team's route and operation points so that each team can reach the command center. Or, don't, because then you'll get a really low rank because you'll move too quickly. Hey, we got 2 new pilots. Miss Robert... Wait. That's... Huh. Well, Miss Hepner will come along for the mission. And yeah, her support equipment right now is useless, but in the future, she gets a little bit better equipment. As for Rower, we will go ahead and upgrade him to having full team of 3. Yes, this is the first mission where I actually recommend taking backup. Alongside that, we will bring some upgrades. We don't really need smoke grenades for this, so... we'll bring along a sensor boost and the night scope, even though the night scope will do nothing in this mission. Oops. Alright. Excellent. Now that we have our team set up, let's go to the route setup and explain the thing that we need to do here. Now, I'm gonna fuddle around with the controls a bit, because I haven't messed around in this section for a while now. I mean, it's been almost a year since I played, so... yeah. Anyway, the route setup here, effectively you get to set points just like you would in, say, Rainbow Six, which is the game that this is very heavily inspired by. However, you also get to set advanced instructions and battle codes. Battle codes are your kind of go codes, like Alpha, Bravo, Charlie, and Delta, which, you can stop a team at a certain point. However, your advanced codes affect whether your units will seek out and destroy enemies, or whether they will simply move on to the next target, only destroying the enemies they come across, and being more concerned about staying in position when they reach a point where a go code point is set. As such, We'll now go to information. This dock can handle the construction or repair of submarines. The information we gain could turn the tide of the war. Change the tide. And it's in the ocean. Get it? Do not destroy it. Don't think I can, but okay. Okay, I'll be careful. Federation submarine. According to our recon and intelligence report, there is at least one sub dock here. Okay. Even after taking over the base, there are no reports of a sub launch. So that's where they're keeping all the secret documents, eh? This is the command center that is giving orders to the underground enemy defenses. In order to gain control of the dock, we must destroy the center. Generators. We believe that destroying these will bring the enemy's fighting capabilities down. What it does do is disable the wall-mounted machine guns, which is a huge, huge benefit. So you definitely want to go after these things. You're permitted to destroy only these. My tongue does not want to agree with me right now. After securing the enemy airbase, we discovered Zaku mobile suits inside the Medea transport planes. Gee, I wonder what they were doing with our Zakus. How did they even get those? Oh well. Ensign Nicky Roberto, born on Side 3, age 21. Assigned to the Midnight Fenrir straight out of the academy, as a rookie officer and pilot, he will need to be trained Wait, that's a guy? Yeah, that's a guy. Not expecting that. Oh well. I'm okay with it.
Now then, let's assume our so-called headquarters has done its homework.
I like him.
If we are to achieve quick results, let's break into teams with distinct objectives.
Well, I think the game kind of already did that for me.
Simultaneously, but separately.
Okay, cool.
A major reason for this strategy is the confined environment, which may limit the movement of our mobile suits.
That is actually a problem if we were fighting against something like gun tanks or
Bunching
something
up
like
would
that.
further decrease our maneuverability, making us easy targets for the enemy.
In theory.
Although, if we did stay together, it would increase our firepower.
Now, don't get a little, flustered by the situation there, Rower.
The other reason is that we have a short time limit with this mission, since it's vital that we secure the core facilities intact.
Don't worry,
Matt
that
and
won't
I
be a
will go
problem.
as a team to the interior. Nicky should secure the entry point, at least that would be my plan.
Yeah, but you're not actually in command of the team.
If worst comes to worst, the entry point will also be our escape route. We're trusting a snotty-nosed kid like you with our lives. Guard the entrance as best you can.
Actually, I'm not trusting
and
him with
your
all
job
your
for
lives,
this
so
mission is to
you're staying with him,
survive.
Matt.
Try not to forget that.
Yeah, I know.
Wow. I'm not gonna like him much, am I?
One tactic we might use
Oh,
to
well.
confuse the enemy is to destroy their power plant, although it might only be a temporary measure.
Confusing
That'll
the
work.
enemy will be very important for us, and will also indirectly assist our allied units above ground. Let's do it!
Okay, I like his enthusiasm on that, and the fact that he actually thought about the people who are not
Hey, it's
fighting
great
in this
you have
mission.
so much enthusiasm and energy, but try not to overdo it. Remember, you don't have to be a hero.
Oh, he'll be a hero later. Trust me.
Yeah, I know. Reporting, I'm Ensign Nicky Roberto, and I've been transferred to join the Midnight Fenrir.
Kind of sounds like Yuri Lowenthal,
I'd like you all to know I'm honored to be a member of this unit.
but it's probably not him.
Oh, brother. The higher-ups should know better than to send us a bunch of amateurs. Since when did we turn into a kindergarten?
Now, we don't know the capabilities of his wingmen, just him.
Don't be so hard on him. They say Zeon does lack soldiers.
Ooh, I detect a little bit of snark in there, eh, Rower?
Lieutenant, you're becoming more blunt yourself lately, aren't you?
See, Matt sees it
You
too.
can't blame me since you're such a good teacher. Listen, Nicky, just be careful not to pick up any of his bad habits.
This is part of the reason I like the game so much. This great little banter between the different characters.
Listen, kid, don't try to earn your stripes too quickly. You're a kid, not a hero.
Just a little bit of personality in each of the things that
Just
they say.
concentrate on surviving. Right now, that's
It's really
all
wonderful.
you need to do.
It's very well done.
Yes, sir.
This is so totally wrong. Why would you put someone like him in charge of a team?
I didn't make the rules?
Ensign Nicky doesn't have enough experience as an officer.
Well, technically neither do you. I mean,
I've had more experience in actual battle. Is it because I'm a woman?
well, considering who's playing this game, no. No, it isn't.
Someone who's actually proven they have the right stuff should be appointed leader.
You're right. Rower, you're in charge.
There are no men and women when it comes to the battlefield. The way I see it, you and Nicky are both a couple of kids.
There you go. The most important line in the history of Gundam in regards
We've
to
still got
one of
lots
the
to
more
do.
important themes
Besides,
of the
the
franchise.
operator's job is
There
very
are no men and women when it comes to the battlefield.
Well, that's true, but you still haven't convinced me it's for the best. You gotta give me a chance.
Don't worry, Hepner.
Please
I'll give you a
include me in
shot.
the sortie. I'll prove to you what I just said.
Will do.
Man, oh man, what a pain in the neck.
Okay, stop bitching, buddy.
I have an update on the Zaku's forwarded to us from the airbase. They're good as new. Well, not quite, but they're in great condition.
Nice correction there, Chief.
Those guys seem to have taken really good care of them, so all we had to do were some minor adjustments.
That's an interesting statement.
Looks like the Federation has some skilled mechanics of their own.
Ooh. Is that a hint of foreshadowing from you, Mr. Tech Chief? Alright, looks like we're heading out.
Commander, our allied troops have commenced their attack.
All right. All teams, begin your advance. I repeat, begin your advance.
I'm kind of sad that the new operator doesn't have a name other than Operator.
The inside of the cave has no shelter and lacks sufficient space. Be extra cautious.
Alright, we're taking control of Rower for now and heading for the power system.
Enemy is approaching the dock. What's the status of the anchored submarines? Sir, they've been repaired and crew members remain on board awaiting orders. Roger. We'll abandon this block. Inform all units to keep the enemy at bay, no matter what, until they receive further orders. Alert the submarine crew. They're to prepare for sail. Open gates!
Commander, the enemy is about to open the gates.
Can't we stop them?
It's impossible from here. We can only stop them from the command center.
How much time before the gates open?
I estimate it'll be about 5 minutes from when the gates open to when the submarine launches.
Did you hear that, everyone? Take over the dock within 5 minutes. Prevent the submarine from leaving.
Okay.
All things considered, the Federation comes across as far more villainous this time around. Which kind of makes sense, all things considered. Hepner's handling herself pretty well. And no damage to the mobile suits in her unit. Very good work, Charlotte. Let's see if Rower can pull off the same thing. Excellent work. Alright, the power
Destruction of
system
power
is
plant
disabled.
confirmed. Enemy facilities impaired.
Code Alpha.
As you'll notice, the timer actually stops when that occurs, so... yeah, you get extra time to complete the mission because of that. Makes it a lot easier to actually, finish within the time limit. Although, honestly, it's not that hard to finish within the time limit. Now, if I didn't disable that, Charlotte would have a lot more trouble with the forces that she's come across over there. The guns firing at her at the same time as the tanks would have caused significant problems.
Securing of material storage confirmed.
Alright, now I'm going to take Charlotte's team in to start securing the dock. Now, I don't actually get an S rank in this stage, I will tell you that right now. But the main reason for that is you really do have to kind of hunt down enemies. There's just not enough enemies that are easy to surprise to get yellow or blue kills in this stage, comparatively. I mean, heck, you can't even get them from something like this. A clear lock-on, but you don't actually have the ability to damage from there. Anyway, start disassembling this place.
Securing of munitions storage confirmed.
All right. All that's left now is the dock. Hurry.
various installations and tanks of this section. And to prevent my allies from coming after me, well, I kind of fiddle around a little here and mess up the whole process, but what I'm trying to get them to do is to have my own units stop moving so that I can directly control Hepner alone to go take out the defensive forces around the command center without destroying it. The moment you destroy the command center, the stage ends, which means that if you want to get additional points, you have to slow down and keep your allies from coming up to this area right away. And this is the part where I get the closest to getting shot down in any of the successful runs. Not so far. Now, I'm absolutely certain there are more enemies at this point, so now I'm trying to figure out a way to get the, units moving again, and still keeping my own team from moving. I just want Rower and his units to actually get to the dock. And all of the enemy guns have been taken out before the power came on, which means we won't have any serious problems with that. This mission is all but accomplished, but I take a moment before firing. Yeah. I was certain I didn't get an S rank, and I wanted to, but I did well enough.
That's fast.
Yeah.
Our forces have seized this block. I advise you to surrender.
I understand.
We've taken over the dock. Commander, we have word from the ground troops. The surface has been secured, as well as the underground core section.
Mission complete. Post guards until further notice. Over.
And also, somebody patch up Hepner's suit. She kind of took a beating there. So clearly Hepner isn't the inspiration for Luna Maria because she's actually useful. Oh!
Our surprise attack through the passage has been successful. We've captured the Federation Forces submarine, and we've also managed to secure the dock with very little damage. The submarines and top-secret documents are under analysis. We'll be able to build our own underwater craft before too long. We've also collected sufficient data on our unit's performance within an enemy base, especially in a very confined space. Our own main forces have finally realized the tactical significance of our unit.
I was so excited I could cheer. Woo-hoo! Just barely not enough. 240 points short.
We have captured California Base, the largest in North America and the most vital strategic point.
From this point on, I'll actually be showing the in-between mission information.
While remaining areas are secured, we will advance to Jaburo, the Federation's South American base. Its exact location, however, is still unknown.
I'll be showing it at the end of videos because we don't
Our
have
forces
any
landed
more
all around
tutorial
the Earth and
missions.
took over numerous territories at lightning speed.
Now, you've heard all this stuff before because it was actually in
However,
that
we had
first
expanded
video
the
I
battle lines
released.
so quickly, we were unable to send enough supplies to all those front lines and failed to advance our forces any further.
Aw, that's just so sad. Or something, I don't know.
The Federation forces were unable to put up any kind of organized resistance as we had inflicted considerable damage.
Right.
Still, we had to guard against any guerrilla warfare on our undermanned battle lines.
Yeah, kind of makes sense. I'm sorry, I don't really have jokes for this section, it seems.
With neither side able to deal a decisive blow to defeat the other, the war remained at a stalemate.
And so, our very short time actually fighting before
Meanwhile,
the beginning
the
of the
Federation
series
forces were developing mobile suits of their own that would rival ours.
is over. And fear the gun tank.
During a guerrilla sweep operation, Commander Shar received news of the V project.
Yep, the gun tank, gun cannon.
He challenged a new type of mobile suit and battleship, the White One and the Trojan Horse.
And you know exactly who that is.
The Trojan Horse evaded Commander Shar's pursuit and descended into the North American territory.
Yeah, we're gonna be meeting them at some point in the
However,
game.
the enemy was unaware that Commander Shar had strategically forced them into an area currently under the control of Captain Garma Zabi.
Ooh boy, that's so totally scary.
The enemy survived repeated attacks led by Captain Garma and attempted to escape.
Yeah, it's kind of actually really impressive.
I'm sure you've been informed about the V project, discovered by Commander Shar.
Well, I did watch the show, so technically yes.
And you're aware that the top-secret Trojan Horse has not only managed to endure Commander Shar's relentless attacks, but has also eluded our own efforts to capture it.
Well, then I guess you're gonna send me to do the job next time, huh? Well, video's ending shortly, so...
According to reports, they're presently hiding at the S3 point.
Seattle. I think there was a joke I made about that earlier. Oh well. Or...
We must
well,
commence an immediate sweep of this area to prevent them from advancing any further and escaping our territory.
more accurately a joke I stole, but... at least I credited it.
I will therefore head a mobile squadron and crush the Trojan Horse!
Wow, you're enthusiastic.
Rear Admiral Cassilia might not have sent me your unit for such operations as this, but I absolutely must sink the Trojan Horse under my own command.
Alright, we'll assist you in that next time.
I expect your full cooperation in this matter.
Yes, sir!